Alright, hello everyone. I'm BVG Hill, and welcome back once again to another episode of This is the Police. Here we are at a morning table with sipping our coffee that seems to be empty. We just ate our cereal, I guess, up here. Got our spoon and empty bowl. Maybe that was tea and not coffee. I don't know. Got our ashtray here. The sound just cut out for some reason. But anyways, the newspapers for today say construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. And our car is still a piece of shit. But last time we found out about all the corruption. We found out who Christopher G. Sand is. He's the leader of the mafia. We found out who Kendrick was. And we found out that good old Jack Boyd, our protagonist, the person we're playing as, a 60-year-old police chief, only 180 days from retirement. He drinks and smokes and needs to save up $500,000 before he retires. But anyways, back to the game. Asking for a day off. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you got to make sure these guys have your back. My friend just crashed into someone's car at an intersection, and she's in a terrible panic. Can I go help her out? Is she hurt? I mean, that would be something, right? If she's unharmed, I would say no. I mean, it sounds mean, but I would say no. That's not a good reason to take off work. But if she got injured in some way in the car crash, I would say yes, but come tomorrow. Grandpa Roy doesn't really do me any good anyways, so get the hell out of here. Promotions. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Okay. Birch Jr. does not have anywhere near that much. I wish he did. Stovall already has one. So I think we're just going to start the day and we're going to leave the stripes. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time. Just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. Okay? This one looks cool. It's like a bunch of little green jelly bean men with instruments. Sweet Ginger Green, Pierce Picker, and Ragtime 5. Sounds like my kind of shit. Some smooth jazz, maybe? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just listen to that. Oh. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops, okay? Boop. Affairs. Alright. Police station. Okay. Labor market. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. I'm dancing while talking, just so you know. Oh, Marcus Yessel. He looks kind of like Notch, doesn't he? Maybe that's what it was supposed to be. Marcus Pearson, I think is his name, isn't it? Anyways. We have cop slots available. None of these people are, like, mind-blowingly good. I kind of want to hire Marcus Pearson. What do our detectives look like today? I think we need one for today, right? We're on what? Shift B? No, we're on Shift A. Let's hire one for Shift A. Hello? Oh, okay. Yeah, we do need one for Shift A. So we need to fire someone. Should we get rid of Roy? I know we gave him the day off. But he's really bad. Let's fire him. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. But that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option, right? Too old. Is that really a legal reason to fire someone? I'm gonna get rid of him. And we're going to bring on Stephen Marniak and leave the other one empty for now. And we'll check back later to see if we get a better one. Oh yeah. I'm jamming it up right now. We've got some vandalism at St. John's Cathedral. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral this morning. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery. Oh, I cannot speak. Cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. Seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. That's messed up, yo. I think we'll send... I'll put the middle ones in here. Samadhi and Grant. You guys got it. Get it done. Oh, this song is just too bumping for me. Added more vandalism. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. We'll send Robbins and Birch Jr. Don't know if they're going to succeed, because Birch and Birch Jr. kind of suck. But, let's not worry about that. Ooh, let's send this one out first. Suspicious individual at Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a Chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. Alright, we'll send... Apprehending a dangerous criminal. We'll send these two out on it. Stovall and Vandal. If he's really dangerous, we need our top man on it. Let's get these reports seen, though. Oh, come on, guys. Really? Are you serious? 2 in a row? You guys suck ass. Jeez. Oh. Can I fire Birch and Birch Jr. too? Fire everybody under 150 professionalism and get a full force of epicness. Jesus. What an unsuccessful day so far. 2 escaped offenders and a false alarm. What a day. What is this? King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. And now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Our shitty Birch Jr. can. Go for it, buddy. We're gonna let you do some shady work. Maybe someone will beat the crap out of you and you'll quit or something. Or maybe kill you. That's kind of brutal, but you know. Drug sales. Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. So the dude is the leader of the mafia and everyone seems to know it, but can't prove it. But he's influential enough that he has a flippin' ice arena named after him. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. What a bastard! So it's a good job for Stovall and Grant. Because I might see if Birch is old enough to be fired legally, too. Oh, quick one. Suicide threat on Fleet Street. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favorite chewing gum becomes pop. What? How is that a valid reason to... Well, there's very few, if any, valid reasons to kill yourself, in my opinion. And chewing gum, not your favorite chewing gum not being popular is not one of those reasons. Well, this is sensitive stuff, so I'm going to send 2 decent officers after it. Oh. Sam Sorkin, King Louis Nightclubs. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. And one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to... Birch? Well, I did want you to quit, but... You were actually good at it? Jeez, I didn't think you could be good at anything. $4,500 Sam Sorkin. Anytime, man. Anytime. Whew. Man, I'm breaking into a sweat seeing that cash. I didn't even do the work. I just sent the dude out there. Okay. Okay, this is the crack-selling clown. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Carefully watch the clown from the stands, cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer, or take the clown onto the ice and round up any witnesses. I'm going to say cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. That's what they do in the movies and stuff. Yeah! Grant's back up to where she was at the start of this episode. And Stovall is even more badass than he was before. The suicide threat. Oh, thank goodness. You guys talked him down. Good job. The beginning half of this day was very unfortunate and shitty, but the second half of the day wasn't too bad, actually. Roy is not on Shift B. We fired his ass. He's canned, yo. Do we want to get rid of Price, too? I feel like we could get rid of Price. We already got rid of Roy. And get rid of Birch. And I feel like that might be a good idea. That could clear us out and give us room for a lot better officers. Freeburg Tribune says, feminist organization denied official registration. The Golden Bird says, Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. And the Fact says, enemies using feminists to destroy Freeburg. This game touches on all the sensitive, controversial topics, doesn't it? Hello?
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either. But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots.
Poor guy.
In my life, even the basic
Although
stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a
I'd be tempted to do the same thing. Can't stand when people try to push their religion on others. Just let people believe what they want to believe and leave it, you know?
Mother, but all three of our
it's a
sons
simple
supported
concept.
me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy.
As far as religion is
But
concerned.
now Sally, Laura's mother, well,
Many other
we sort
things.
of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son.
Oh,
I
jeez.
hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we
That
have an
normal?
agreement. Sally's
30-year-olds
gonna
to
track
chase
down Laura
college
and try
chicks?
to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything
I guess it's
stupid,
not that big of an age
which of course
difference.
means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police
like her voice
building,
actor.
we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's
Whew.
not go back into that.
Smacking him with a truth
Find my
bomb.
wife, and we can
Jeez.
discuss my hobbies later.
Brutal.
I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin.
Sally the Savage should be
Laura,
what her name
if you
is.
stop loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
That's really sad. Poor Jack. Alright, well, off to another day, am I right? Alright, another day. We got some stripes here, and... Oh, Kochi already has them, too. Yancey, I think he deserves one. I think... Maybe Tsubaki? No, I think Purdy deserves one. There are stars, man. There are stars. Price. Let's start the day, and then we're gonna do a little cleanup here. Hopefully, none of this music is copyrighted, because I'm gonna be really upset if my video gets flagged or ID claimed, I should say. Wait, affairs. Hold that thought. Birch, are you old enough for me to fire you legally? Oh, you are. But before I do that, let me check the labor market here. Oh, these people all stink, man. They smell. I don't want to waste slots on them. Oh, investigations. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Okay. Alright. Investigations. Slots. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Alright. Let's just throw all three of them on here. But what's the case here? A brutal homicide, it looks like. There's a lot of blood on that doorstep. Looks like they might have shot the window out, too. But anyways, we got a homicide in the ghetto. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Jesus. Destruction of property. City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" Let's send... Kochi and Tsubaki. I'm gonna make them partners. Kochi and Tsubaki. Because I feel like they're a good mix. And professionalisms. And then we'll do Purdy and Asano. Yancey and Austin. And Price, it will just get chucked onto something every once in a while. She'll just tag along. Got a carjacking in the suburbs. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Alright, this looks like a case for Purdy, Asano, and Price. What? Oh, investigation has started. What was that other thing? Preliminary work. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing the investigation. Expect results. Okay. What do we got here? Mr. Graham, a drunk witness, says they drove by in a sedan. They shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Mr. Clayton, a neighbor, said, I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Carr, a neighbor, says, he got what he deserves. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. That's a little rude, isn't it? Stacy Cobb, a witness. I don't remember the car, and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. And Mr. Carpenter, another neighbor, says, the police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Alright. So we got the eyewitness shiz. What is this bullshit? Fire all black cops. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen, and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. Oh. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. You'll have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. Now, I know I don't have to do anything in this game. And that's the beauty of it. It's a management game that you don't have to do any of this stuff. So, I'm going to close this and I'm going to ignore it because my black cops are some of the best flippin' cops I have. And the color of someone's skin should not dictate whether or not they're good for the job, you know? If they're good at it, they're good at it. Simple. You know? Anyways, destruction of property. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Kochi and Tsubaki, good job. Good flippin' job, guys. Dream Team. Uh-oh, suspicious individual at Desire Park. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing black bifocals seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. What a creepy bastard. This is a Yancey and Austin job. Get it done. Carjacking, suburb. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Search the car. Wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear. Interview. Okay, wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear. Yes! Victory. Price, we might actually turn you into a decent officer. Suspicious individual. Yeah! Today is a good day. Good job, Yancey, Austin. Superstars. Kazuki Tamura. Dragon's Lair Club. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. For my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out in the streets. But what if it's a she? And what if it's Kochi, because she's my best officer that's available at the moment? Go, Kochi. Beat their asses and maybe learn a few things in the process. I know you got it in you to beat the shit out of someone. Kochi and Purdy are on a roll today. They're catching up to Yancey. Oh, a report on the homicide. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Okay. Detective Mole. You've got 3 new frames. Let's open the investigation then. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction. If they know how to look at case materials, the more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Okay, so let's look at the clues here. They drove by in a sedan, shot like a machine gun. None of these pictures have a machine gun. I didn't see much. I only heard a few muffled shots. Muffled shots suggest maybe a silencer, which this pistol has a silencer on it, it seems. Got what he deserved. This doesn't give us anything. It's just an asshole giving a statement. I don't remember the car and the neighborhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. That could also indicate a silencer. Police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. What is this one? Well, this is a pharmacy, so I guess that would corroborate with one of the pictures, meaning that and since the guy was driving erratically, maybe that means that was the last one, because he's getting the hell out of there. And then maybe the shooting happens in the middle and then that. Hey! When an investigation pans out, you'll have yourself a suspect. Sometimes there's more than one, but in this case, your detectives have narrowed it down to a single candidate. Okay. Travis Horton, a known racist who already has several previous convictions. Jesus. Let's book him. Suspect location. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Alright. Nope, there's just one. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember, the fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might want to see just how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers and even the SWAT team if you see fit. Okay, I think we're going to send Tsubaki and Asano on this one. Travis works at the port as a loader. You have to send 2 officers and a lead invest. Do we really need SWAT? Does it cost me anything to use SWAT? No, I don't think we need SWAT for one dude. For one racist bastard that works as a loader at the port. Nah. Tsubaki, Austin, and Mole can handle it. Alright, we got a fight. Kevin's throat bar. A bartender reports that a couple dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out right on stage. Sounds like a rough night. We'll send Yancey, Austin, and Price. Alright, let's do it. Oh no! Purdy, you're gonna have to go solo. Octopus Restaurant. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Purdy, this is you. You're on your own. Kazuki Tamura, report. Chief, holy shit. 110 professionalism. Kochi. My God. You're a beast. You're almost up there with Stovall. You're only like 20 points away. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well, but he was all right. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I could take the day off? I guess. Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice, does it? Oh, and that's the end of day 4. All right. On the stage are 2 strippers going at it, and has gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Shut off the music and turn up the lights. Draw your service weapons, or say, "Listen, girls, cut the crap or this is going to get serious." We'll say that. Strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police presence. Okay, they're just beating the shit out of each other. Watch strippers go at it and don't interfere, alright? Ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatant. Step onto the stage and try to separate the girls. Try to separate them? Offender caught, officers unharmed. Everybody wins. Price, you're actually getting half decent. Wow. Yancey's at 300, so we got 2 officers now that are close to about 300. Above 300 or above. And Purdy's getting there herself. Got a report on the homicide. Offender caught. Oh, yeah. Alright, Tsubaki and Asano both got boosted. Asano is now a professional of some degree. And Mole just got a massive boost. Shit, yes. You were able to arrest all suspects. Good shit. Looks like we got a couple more cases to let in here. Purdy, you legend. Did it all on your own. Alright, that's it. Let's end the day. Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, Tsubaki, Asano, Austin, and Price. Alright, let's do it. Checkpoint. Alright, and that'll be it for this episode. 2 days, just about a half hour of recording time. Might be able to cut a little bit out here and there. I'm loving this game. I'm loving the complexity of it. All the little details so far, and it seems like it just, every day it keeps adding a little bit more onto your plate. And I love feeling challenged and even a little bit overwhelmed with when it comes to management and simulation games, because it makes you feel more real. It makes me feel like I might actually be a police chief. Obviously, this is nothing like the real thing. But anyways, we're all out of time. That's it for this episode. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down below. If you really enjoyed it, make sure to hit the subscribe button that's also down below for more content from me. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought, what you liked, what you didn't like, and any suggestions for games that you would like to see me play in the future. And last, but most certainly not least, if this video just blew your mind, most definitely be sure to share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, random people you meet on the street, or the internet, whatever floats your boat, and I will see all of you in the next one. See you later.